right, guys, welcome back. It's Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans. I'm here for Transfer Tuesday. And I'm going to go into a bit of a tangent about tax refunds. As you can see, that tax refund is listed on our list of transfers for this week. So there's always thoughts and information in the YouTube community, and really everywhere, about withholding, what people should be doing, what people shouldn't be doing, etc. I'm not interested in engaging in any kind of a disagreement about that. I'm solely providing this information because our tax refund is a pretty large number comparatively. And so I want to explain a little bit the reason for that, in my understanding as not a tax professional. So my husband and I have always done our withholding at the highest level, starting back when we were single, to avoid having to pay in at the end of the year, as that's not something that we've ever felt like we were in a place that we'd be able to cut a check to the IRS. And so that has just always stayed that way for all of these years. 5 years ago, we started farming. I don't talk a lot about that on here because it's really entirely separately. We don't need farm money to live, and so we do not take an income from our farm operation. But when we started farming, to go along with our taxes, that means that you file a Schedule F, and a Schedule F is the income and expenses related to the farming operation. And because we do not take an income from there, everything from the farm goes back into something for the farm. Our Schedule F is negative, fairly significantly negative, and it has been for the last 5 years. And in our network of other people who farm who also have W-2 income on the side, that's not necessarily abnormal, anecdotally. And so what that does, a negative Schedule F, that negative amount decreases, is essentially subtracted from our W-2 wages. So it decreases the amount of taxes we are required to pay. It decreases our adjusted gross income. It qualifies us for earned income tax credit, which is something we had never qualified for, so had no idea how any of that worked until we started farming. So with that being said, that is a little bit of information that might give some context to why our tax refund is what it is. Again, not looking for any kind of a debate or anything like that. I'm aware that it's a large amount. And so that's my caveat. That's my background, my explanation, my whatever with it. So let's jump into our transfers. So the money that we had left over from our paychecks, we got paid last Friday. So the money from our paychecks that goes to financial goals is $290. Our completed debt binder was $123. So that's going towards goals. Completed emergency fund challenges was $254. And our tax refund was $13,000. So that gives us $13,667 to put towards our financial goals this week. So we will move over to our expense or to our goals spreadsheet. All right, so here we are on our goals tracking spreadsheet. The first goal that we have is the top goal on here is our emergency fund. We have been working toward a 3-month emergency fund, and we are currently working on month 1 of that, total goal being $3,000. Coming into this week, or prior to this week, we had $2,843.73 saved for that. So we had $80 from our paycheck that we budgeted, because with each paycheck, we budget part of the Save 2025 and 2025 challenge toward that. But also we had that $254 of completed emergency fund challenges. That allows us to finish the $156.27 that is remaining here for month 1. So month 1 is now fully funded. Then that leaves us out of the 254 plus 80, whatever that is, 334. That leaves us with $177.73 to put toward month 2. So we now have that amount with $2,822.27 remaining in month 2 of the emergency fund. So that is now 6% funded. The whole 3-month emergency fund is now 35% funded. We'll come down to travel next because it's here at the bottom. And we just have the $55 from our paycheck. Coming into that, we have funded flights, car rental, lodging, airport parking, and now we're into activities for a trip that I'm taking one of my kiddos on over a really short spring break. So adding $55 this week, that puts us to $80.61 funded of that, of the activities line, $219.39 remaining, 27% funded for that, and the whole trip is 63% funded at this point in time. So now we'll come up to debt. Our balance transfer, our first paycheck of the month, we put $155 on that. So prior to this, it was $6,249.99 that we had paid. Adding that 155, that leaves us with $6,094.99 left to go and 17% paid on that debt. Now jumping into our HELOC, that is our interest-bearing debt. And in this, $13,000 of the tax refund, as well as the $123, from the debt binder, all went toward that this week. So we went from $23,912.12. We paid $13,123. That leaves us with $10,789.12, leaving that 59% paid. This whole thing together, which was all one loan at one point in time, is now 50% paid. I'm excited about that. And my hope is that I'm going to be able to also put that onto a balance transfer card in the very near future, as that's down in a realm where it would be doable for us to pay it off in the 21 months, as well as the fact that I have a balance transfer card and the limit is less than that. So it's down low enough that I could put it on that card. So that may be happening. So we might see some more changes as far as what the debt situation looks like if I am able to put that into a zero interest balance transfer card situation. That is the end of our transfers for this week. Thank you guys all for watching. I'd love to hear about your transfers, what you're doing, what you have done, and how it's going for you currently. So thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate you being here. Until next time.